morning, YouTube. This is your guy, friendly, good-looking, amazing person, whatever, Gator Scorpion. In another adventure of the same shit. You know I'm mumbling because I have nothing to say. I didn't rehearse that shit, so I'm just saying whatever is show up on my mind. Sometimes it's a little bit of manure, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So, without any delay, we are in Neoga, somewhere in Illinois. What the hell, man? Camera guy is fucked up. There you go. Somewhere in Illinois. It's a beautiful morning today, 90 degrees, and it's 10:30 in the morning. And it's 90 degrees. It is hot. Hot. You know it's hot when it's taking. Sorry, I choked with the coffee. Oh my god, that was hot. You know it's hot when you stick your hand out of the window. Stick out and the only thing you feel is a hot, muggy air. And hold on. Let me do this again. I've got a false rhythm. Well, it's not that bad at all whatsoever. I think I'm feeling most of the engine heat on my arm than something else because my forearm is like, I feel hot, but my fingers feel cold. I'm losing sensation on my fingers. Oh my god! Nah, not really. Today we have random encounters. With random encounters, what it means is random encounters. That's what it means. You know what a random means, right? Occasionally. So you can encounter something. You never know. Probably we're gonna see Jimmy Buffett somewhere. Or Elvis. Show me him. Or you know what they say, right? They said that Elvis is still alive. Motherfucker must be all a shit, but hey, they stay still alive. But you never know. Never know. Beautiful cornfields. Look at this shit. What is that? There's no corn. What the hell is that shit right there? Anybody know what is that shit? Right there on the left side. Hold on. That thing right there? Anybody know what is it? I know that one back there is corn, but I don't know the other one. The little plants. It's not potatoes, so I really don't know exactly what it is. So, I have no clue. Anyway, sooner or later, somebody's going to watch the video and probably will make a comment that said, retarded, that is that thing. And as soon as I read it, I was saying, oh, thank you, my friend. Now I know what it is. Hey, I grew up on a farm, but doesn't mean that I'm knowledgeable in that subject, you know, specifically that plant right there, that plant. And we have a construction on the other side of the road. It's more like a repairs, not a construction. Repair. It look pretty brand new. Look at this shit. I think they redo the whole thing a long time ago. Because they look pretty. Oh, so pretty. So pretty and wonderful and it's about healing, and yay! I don't know how to pronounce that name. Helwig. All right. Healing. What the fuck is going on? I really don't know. All right. Let me keep going. Let me keep moving. Oh, camera guy, come on, man, fix it. There you go. Thank you. J.S. Helwig. Oh, Helwig. There you go, Helwig. It's fun. I guess I pronounced it the right way. I have no clue whatsoever. Anyway. Sorry for the video. It's looking twisted. You have to twist your head a little bit to see it. I really don't know. But be glad it's not upside down, right? Be glad it's not upside down. And my camera guy wake up. I think he had his period today, and it's just I really don't know exactly what's going on, but I think it's laced in one side. I don't know what's hard. Whatever. And I went out of the subject, and oh my god, and I really don't know exactly. Oh, look at that construction again. What we got here is a bunch of city employees doing nothing. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna get sick of something. From something. So anybody know what that plan's on for? Nowadays we don't even know. Everything is genetically engineered to last longer, and they add a bunch of shit. So sooner or later we're gonna grow up with a lot of fucking deficiency, genetically defective. What the hell? Abbott, EMS. Ambulance still working. Awesome. I don't know. I started this video with a intent of doing something, say something, but there's nothing coming out of my mouth. Actually, there's a lot of things coming out of my mouth, but there's nothing coherent formulated in my brain. So I don't know. Well, I know that I don't know a lot of things, but for certain I know that my brain is an abyss. Actually, no. I'm thinking about so many things that is ridiculous. It's part of my attention deficit disorder. You know, that's what it is. So, oh my God. So if I go quiet for a couple of times, have a hiccup, it's because I don't know what the hell I'm going to say. Hey, at least I'm honest, all right? At least I am honest. I don't come up with any stupid. Look at the horse. He goes, oh, that's a nice horse. What the hell's wrong with that horse? Oh, he's scratching. Oh, okay. It was weird. He was moving his neck, twisted the side. I'm like, the motherfucker has torticollis or something? No, it's just scratching his neck on the post. And I forgot what the heck I was saying. You see, that's the problem. That's the problem with the attention deficit disorder. I'm saying something, then I look at something different. I'm like, oh, look at that shit. And I forgot what the fuck I was saying. I think I was talking about the attention deficit disorder, right? No, I think I was talking about that. I got so many things in my head. Well, that was before. Ah, fuck, I'm losing my mind. I really don't know exactly what's going on. I'm getting old. I'm fucked up. I'm getting old. I'm losing my brain matter, neurons, synapses, connections. I'm living in the oblivion. Oh shit! It's my wife. I'm not married. Warning, warning. It's your wife. Warning, warning. It's your. I'm not fucking married. I wonder why. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. Yeah, you who's watching and me both wondering why. Probably you figure it out by now. Not really. It's not what you think. So let's live it like that, right? So what you mean I'm available? I'm available for mingling, cuddling, coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I would drink you. Anyway, your ad here. No, I don't add nothing there. Drop the phone, damn it. Oh, you're not driving. All right, that's okay. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Oh my God, you see that sign right there? It shows the man hitting a dark thing with a stick. There's no Jose Jalapeño on the stick. Jose Jalapeño on the stick. Sí, señor. No, señor. You know, now we're talking about that. Now that I saw the sign back there, right? I'm always asking something. And believe me, it's nothing to do with races or being prejudiced or nothing like that. It's just, it's a question that I always ask myself since I was a kid. Why, when you said shooting target, they had a black figure on it, not a white figure on it? Well, it's because you know, it's more defined. The dark is more defined. And but why they have to add a black figure on the street signs? You see, a yellow sign is the black figure, not a white figure, a black figure. That's racist. Actually, no, it's not. It's just that the black is always going to be defined better. You're going to be better defined, better. You're going to see it better in any color because it's a contrast. It's a very, very big and thick contrast against the color is imposed to, right? Or opposed. Whatever the thing was, I remember. Anyway, so that's the reason why. But it's funny because when I was a kid, one day I told the cop, you see, the thing is, in Spanish, we call it tiro al blanco. Okay? Shooting target is shooting, is tiro, tirar, you know, shot. It's not a different thing of a throw. When you throw a ball, in Spanish it's tirar la bola. Or yo, if I throw the ball, it's yo tiro la bola. But when I said I'm shooting something, es como estoy tirándole algo o disparándole algo. But disparo is a gunshot. Anyway, I'm not going to give you a lesson in Spanish at this moment. So the thing is that when I was a kid, you know, it's tirando al blanco, which blanco means white. So you know the shooting target is called tiro al blanco. But it was funny because it was a black figure, not a white figure, not a blanco. So one day I asked a cop and I said, "Why are you guys racist?" And the funny thing is that the cop looked at me and said, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "Yeah, and more you, which is you're a Negro. Why are you racist in your own kind?" I didn't get it at the time. I was a kid. And the cop would look at me like, "What?" And I said, "Yeah, You see, it just said tiro al blanco, but that target is black, and you're black. You're a Negro, so why are you shooting another Negro? Oh man, that created a whole of shit. Now everybody was looking at each other like, what the hell's going on? But then they start looking again at each other like, oh, are we doing something wrong? Right? So they tried to explain. They was trying to explain something that they cannot explain, but even though they were trying to. This guy was tap dancing, was speaking about, giving me a whole lectures and definition of the tiro al blanco, and I was telling him, it's not convincing, bro. You have not convinced me. You have not given me any reasonable answer for that, for you guys doing that. Why are you doing that? And they were baffled. That was like the reason I was asking is because when I was a kid, I used to go to a lot of shooting range to shoot my gun. Yeah, I had a BB gun rifle. I have a 22. I have a 38. My dad bought it, and I always loved to go there with him to shoot. So they keep looking at me every time I go there, right? And I keep looking at them, and they know that what I was thinking. They knew I was like, you guys again here shooting Negro shooting a Negro. Because, I was a black. And I was like, why can be a white figure and not a black figure? Why can be mixed? Why can be another color? I didn't know at the time. But the days keep passing by, right? And I realized, I understood. I keep digging and digging and digging and look for it. And, the internet has started pumping up, or those era where the internet was just still in an infant stage, right? And you have to go to the web, to the search and type www this and that just to go in something, blah, blah, blah. You have to memorize all the www shit. It look like a Wild World of Wrestling or something. Wild World of Wrestling. But it's a Wild World Web. Wild World Web. So, I typed and I managed to get an answer. And I realized that the definition, that answer I was looking for, that website gave it to me, which it was darker figures, darker color, damn it, it will look more defined against other colors, right? So, for example, if you want to do something, you're used to the shadows, right? A darker color would be defined better, and it would look, I forgot the word I was looking for. So, I understood it had nothing to do with ethnicity, right, or racism. But then I realized, well, what happened if you use the background black and you add a color? Right? But then I realized that I read also that the human eye is get used to see color but define black and white. That's the shadow. The darkest are shadows. So they will be defined in 3 dimensions. If everything is black and white, you see only in 2 dimensions. Two dimensions. You don't define the 3rd dimension, right? The 3rd dimension would let you know when you see it is to see something close, but also admire the background in a different perspective. That's the reason we can focus for one thing and then switch to another one and see it clear, because we adjust the dimension iris. So the funny thing was that I realized when I was a kid the reason why. So one day we were doing a contest, right? And because they know I was a good shooter, they decide to change all the target. They made their own target on white and part blacks and stuff. And I look at the guy and I said, that what you're doing is wrong. And they said, why? Because if you do that, we won't be able to define perspective and we're gonna miss the shot. Well, the Cubs didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Obviously, they don't have that. They were Cubs, but none of them have that intellectual capacity. I'm not saying the Cubs don't have any intellectual capacity, right? I'm not saying that. I know that most of the Cubs lack common sense. I think there was a requirement to be a law enforcement, lack common sense. They decide to obey the law so much and uphold the law so much and then lost perspective of common sense on what is natural and what is logical to be done on situations that sometimes the law has no logic or base or logically based for that thing, right? To be there or to be stipulated, because it doesn't make sense. Sometimes there's laws that really does not make sense. Those who make that law or pass it were people who they really don't care. They just want to get benefit of something, and they stay there and they never change it. There's a bunch of fucking stupid laws like that. So laws have most of the laws lack common sense and logic. Most of them, not all of them. Not all of them. Because for you to stipulate a law, you need to base your decision on a logic refute your, just, I don't want to sound redundant, but base your, on a solid basis, that's what I'm saying. And, well, so the point is, they go back to the subject. So they didn't get what I was saying about perspective, right? So I'm shooting. And when you see something, your eyes trying to focus on different things because there's more details to focus on. So you miss your target because you need to readjust your view, your perspective, or your viewing range. So I went back to add the regular target practice, the silhouette and all the shit. Silhouette, that's what it's called, silhouette. Silhouette are dark because they define better. So that's mowing ahead. It's a silhouette. It's not a letter, it's a silhouette, right? But it also letter, but it's dark, it's a silhouette. That's what I'm saying. Even though silhouetted, they stipulate the silhouette is that, like that thing right there. That little man right there is a silhouette. That's what it's trying to stipulate. It's only a figure, animal, or human that become a silhouette or object, or a letter. Well, letter is an object. It's a defined angles and it's an object, right? H is an object. So, letters are objects, that's what I'm saying. Alright, so they start using it again. I explained to the guys why. And they're funny, the whole shooting competition, the other 2 hours based on me explaining to them how third dimension according to eyesight works. See, and they start talking to me and asking me like, explain this to me. If I see this on somebody doing this, and then they refuse it because they say I didn't see it because I'm moving. And I said, well, the thing is, if that thing is moving at a different rate than your eye capacity is able to define, then they can argue about it. But when you are targeting something and your adrenaline is high, all your senses acute, which means they become accurate. Which is mean your eyesight will get more defined because you're focusing on something specific. and you catch every detail of that thing. And you don't even realize. Sometimes you're looking at something, I'm like, that was so far away, how can you see that? I can't see it from here. Yes, you cannot see it from there. If you're in a court, at the stand, and the lawyer says, well, from here to there I can see it. No, exactly, you cannot see it well defined because you are not in that position. Your body is not segregating adrenaline. When you got adrenaline and you're looking for something, you're focusing, your iris open up to let more clear on it, more view, and it will focus on something, and it will acute the focusing part. And that's the problem. Lawyers base their assumptions on what people say, and that's retarded. Because you cannot defend somebody or accuse somebody of stipulating that it's impossible because nobody can do that thing. You don't know. If you cannot do it, it doesn't mean that somebody else can do it. And people will say, well, that's the reason we got facts and we got proof and we got shit and we got things. And yes, it does. But at the same way you manipulate truth, you manipulate facts. And the funny thing is, the jury are there because to represent the people. And for some reason, every people who is the jury, or they elect as the jury, when you really ask them, they have so many fucking problems in their life. Some of them, they don't even know how to cope with their own life. Some of them really lack the ability of let's not say lack the ability of learning. Some of them, they don't even care about learning. Some of them have their religious view, and they think this because they're religious, so they don't see the logic of a reality. They just see the logic of on a religious way view. And the religious view, let me explain it to you. If you are a religious person and you only accept people who belong to your religion, or whatever somebody else said, it's not right because it's not part of your religion, then you are in a cult. Right? You're doing something wrong. You think that you're better than everybody else. There's something wrong with you. Everybody's human. It doesn't matter if he's a Pentecostal or Protestant or if a Republican. We're human beings, all right? So that's the reason sometimes when I go to court, I've been in court like 5 or 6 times in my life. Right there. And it's stupid. So when the county or traditional system elect people for jury duty, they're there just to make the decision on whatever they're hearing. But the funny thing is, they're hearing something, and those people don't know how to do a human profiling. Most of them, they don't even know how to interpret body language, how to read body language. They don't care. Most of them, they even fake their own thing situations, sentimental, emotional, and shit, because we're human beings, right? So the thing is, I don't know how many juries sometimes they are. 10, 11, 12, I don't know, 13 jurors, I don't care. But they are taking in control. They're making decision for 100 people, 100,000 people. Or the jury find them guilty. Okay? The jury found them guilty. Based on what? See what I'm saying? And you guys are going to say, well, you don't understand because you're not a lawyer, you don't work on the law, shit, or whatever. Who cares? They do this and this and this and that. Yeah, but listen, If you look at somebody and you judge that person without talking to it, and somebody, you listen about somebody that really don't like that person, talking shit about that person to you, you will say, well, I heard the fact, and this and that, but you don't know what that person did, or what it's never did, or haven't done, you know what I'm saying? What that person haven't done, so you're basing your decision just an assumption or fact that somebody brought to you, but those facts are also misleading. And it's hard, you know, it's hard. Hard thing to do. So if you really want to know somebody or judge somebody, talk to the person. As simple as that. Talk to them. So that's it. No more. So far for the big random encounters, right? I started the video doing something, and then I say change the conversation. I'm telling you, it's my ADHD, my attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Are you kidding me? You're doing that shit back there? Oh, wait, stop, lady, stop. You know, that shit happens, you know. So, what is she doing? She was doing what I think she was doing. Interesting. It's a shame that my truck is governed and I can't accelerate faster. And he's going to pass her, he's going to pass her, he's going to pass her. And there he goes. Oh, butterfly. What the hell? Damn it. So, anyway. Like I said, I started a video talking about something, just random encounter to see what's going on down the road, right? And then I changed the subject due to my ADHD. Because I saw something and I remember something, and then I started talking about something, and then something else show up, and well, what the hell, right? Nothing I can do about it. Shit happens. The hell's wrong with that truck? I don't know. Getting closer to the trail. Let me go. Let me change lanes because if I don't change lane round to pass that truck, I'm gonna get stuck behind a lot of people. Like this one, they just decide to accelerate just to pass me by. That's a funny thing. Already here. I'm not going to switch back to the right lane because if I do that, I have to slow down. I won't be able to regain my speed again on time. So I have to just keep cruising and passing that truck little by little because I'm going a mile per hour faster than that truck. 1 mile per hour faster. And the reason is coming. It's still coming. We're cruising, people. We're cruising. 1906. So in 2006, they had 100 years. 2016, they had 120. Well, that thing, I think that's it. That's it for this video. Ain't nothing much of a shit. So, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna shut this video. I'm gonna end with a nice music. Alright? So you enjoy it. Living la vida loca. That's it. That was so fucked up. It was amazing. Alright, people. See you. Bye.